So I was doing Lyft a few days ago, and this guy just started going off about his baby mom's. Like, literally gave her $75 cash out for diapers, and she gonna go and buy weed with it, man. Like, bro, she really tripping out, man. I swear. Wait, she bought weed with it? How do you know she bought weed? Man, I was just at her apartment, and she was asking me for diapers, and I told her I sent her the cash app specifically for diapers, and it's $75, which is more than enough for diapers. And it's been like a few days, and now she asking me for diapers or diaper money. But like, bro, it was in the note of the cash app, like 4 diapers. Now you asking me for diapers, and I'm at her place, and it smells like weed, and the baby wearing a newspaper, and she pressing me for cash. NBA YoungBoy playing in the background. So like, what's 2 + 2, man? Your girl ever push you like that, man? You know? Yeah, my fiance does the exact same thing.
Derapy Season 3.
Today is Monday, December 6th, 2021, and back in July, I made this episode titled We're Not Friends and That's Okay. Today is kind of a follow-up to that. Denzel and Fred are back, and we're talking about friendship. It's cooler than it sounds, I promise. Enjoy the show.
When you get a promotion at like your job, you're gonna tell your bros like, I got my promotion. If you get fired from your job, you're gonna tell your bros.
Right.
You're gonna always tell your bros, because as you get older, when you get into like that mindset, like, oh, this is like my brother for life, they're not a friend anymore. They're like family.
It's deeper than that.
Yeah, it's like family at that point. So it's like, why wouldn't I tell you? So I think there's a defined line between like having a friend that's somebody you would just, oh, let's go get coffee with, or let's go play video games together with, bro. Then somebody that's like, oh, you know, mom's is sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, bro, let me call off work. I'll be there. You know what I mean?
There are like specific things. When I was originally talking about it, I was thinking like, if somebody were to get like dumped and they were to call you crying, if the thought ever goes through your mind like, okay, why is he calling me though? Then like you're probably not that tight.
Right.
But like if you don't feel burdened by somebody else's problems when they're talking to you about their problems, then like you're probably like mad tight. If something happened to me or my family or whatever, like in our group chat or whatever, anytime one of us brings up anything, it's always met with, are you okay? Checking in. Hate to hear that. That sucks. Here for you.
Facts.
Whatever. Anybody that would be willing to see a message like that and not engage, they don't with you at all. They like, because if they're not going to respond, then
there's no point even
like,
trying to reach out again.
Why talk to you about anything?
Right.
You know? And like when you're younger, it's a lot easier to talk about this stuff because you think it's so simple. It's like, oh, you know, we hang out together all the time, so we must be friends. But in actuality, you just had a class together. When I was in college, there were people that I used to see all the time and drink with all the time. But when I'm not in college, we don't exist in each other's world. We weren't even really friends. That was just like a college thing. Whatever that close friend bond relationship thing is, it goes beyond however you two met each other. Like Sharif and I, we met through the fraternity. Now we're both out of college. We still hang out. Because like, it doesn't matter the circumstances.
That's a bro.
Yeah. Like
But
Matt.
I'm glad you said that, because there were definitely some people in college that I met, and I'm like, fuck, I'm so mad. Like we drifted apart. Like that was a pretty cool person, you know. But you know, it just wasn't meant to be. Like the dynamic might have been there because you shared a class together, or you went to the same school, or you both were eating ramen noodles and starving. You know, it's like a really close friend that you call family. Would be there for anything. Like, almost like a sibling. And you also got to be willing to know that if you're going to have that lifelong friend, they're going to give you tough fucking love sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to tell you the truth. Like, if you keep losing your job, and they're like, bro, buddy, maybe that you're the problem. Why you keep losing your job? I mean, obviously, you can't get mad at
shit.
Exactly. And that's the thing I like about you guys. In the past, y'all know I was going through some stuff, and y'all would keep it a buck with me. Like, hey, man, this may not work out. Or this, you know, this may not work out unless you change this about you, or unless you're willing to compromise here, or, you know. And I just feel like definitely, you know, a lot of people in the music industry will definitely put in their songs. They'll say, as you get closer to 30, your circle gets smaller. And like, you'll see that, like, it gets really small. Like,
because your life changes so much, and interests change, and like the people around you based on the interests that you take part in. So yeah, you gonna always meet new people. Like, say you talking about the fraternity shit. That is the circle you interacted with. You saw them a lot. So those are your friends then. And you out of college, now you hang out with, say, less people or whatever you like to do. Like, say you play soccer, right? You get like a soccer group. You friends with them.
That was literally like another example I had. Like I used to be in the we had this indoor soccer arena on campus. I was in there all the time. Every time I was in there, I see the same people. I'd be like, oh, we cool. If I do not go back to that soccer arena, I will never see any of these motherfuckers again ever because it's not that deep. We're just playing soccer.
Right.
People can get confused about that, and you don't really know until something like I don't know, like we were talking about, somebody gets sick, somebody's hurt, somebody loses a job, or like how I'm about to like have a wedding. I was trying to make a list, and I was like,
"Oh, you really got to think about
it's a little ass list."
Yeah.
I don't really like a lot of people.
I'm glad you said that too, and I'm glad you both touched on
right.
that. I also noticed that a lot of people like to say, "Oh, that's my best friend," but as soon as they find a girlfriend, or like they're starting to get married, or they're having kids,
they
or they're
don't
like,
talk to you
they're like, "Yeah, you don't fit into my scheme of things anymore."
But that's crazy to me.
I lived with a dude like that in college. I seen it. They started dating and shit. She practically lived there. She ain't pay no rent there, but she lived there. And yeah, they moved to Atlanta and shit. And I was like, nigga, we was literally like playing 2K all the time together. And now we don't even talk, and yet we see each other on Xbox Live and shit. Ain't that some bullshit?
That is so awkward. Like,
it ain't even awkward because we'll text back and forth, like one message or two. It's like he talking about the Dolph shit. He was like, damn, they got Dolph. I was like, fuck, for real?
Well, you know what's crazy? It's like, I was watching a TikToker, and he was like...
See, here's the problem.
He said, life is a bunch of...
I look for this TikTok.
Getting chummy with a bunch of yeah means.
I can't find it.
I was like...
Yeah, true.
I was like, he's like, it's all about the networking. He's like, you know... And then like he got real close to the camera and started shaking it. But I was like, you know, it's so true. Like you said, Derek, if you look at your phone and you're like, why the hell is this person calling me?
Literally.
What the fuck do they want? It's 3 a.m. Or you see that person calling and like they're like texting you, they're in distress, and you're just like, I'm gonna like do not disturb.
I'm sure this can wait. Like it really shouldn't. I joke about this all the time. I haven't put it on the show yet, but it's like everybody loves to say like, I missed your call, or like I missed your text. No, you f***ing didn't. You always have your phone on you. Everybody always has their phone on. You missed that shit for a reason. Like if you're busy, it's okay, you're busy. But like after a day or two, it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like what are you actually doing? You're always on your phone. It's like if I miss a call, I might actually just be in the middle of doing something. But if I don't call you back in like a day or two, I probably don't fucking like you.
Right.
like that's it. Like,
right.
Denzel will call me sometimes, and I will like actively miss the call. But it's because I know that like if Denzel was fucking dying, he wouldn't actually call me first. So it's probably gonna be okay if I talk to him in like an hour or two. But like if it's been 3 days since you call somebody and they haven't called you, they don't like you. Like it's as simple as that. Like if you're in a group chat with them, you have their phone number, their name is saved with the number, you're friends on Facebook. If you don't talk to them in 3 days after they send you a text, you just don't like them, and that's okay. But like we don't have to pretend.
What's crazy was Sway called one day. And I was having like a conversation with my girlfriend, and I picked the phone up mid-conversation from talking to her to see what he wanted. And he's like, yo, what are you doing? And I was like, I was having a deep conversation with my girlfriend. He's like, nigga, why'd you pick up the phone? I was like...
That literally happens to me, and like, I literally look at the phone and just be like, and just look back at her.
Like, bro.
It's okay. Like, we all get it. And I think that's another part of, like, a legitimate friendship is if your friend, you know, happens to be maybe actively ignoring you as I might, you have an understanding that it's probably for a good reason.
Dude, you're engaged. We understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just not available.
Yeah. But it's like, that still only goes for so long. Because if you guys didn't hear from me for, like, 3 weeks... You'd be like, okay, so something's happening.
Right. That's why I check on you guys in the group me. I'm like, y'all good?
Yeah, something's going on. And I feel like my standard for friendship is not that high. Like, I'm not a high maintenance ass friend. I'm never going to call you guys to just be like, well, I just wanted to see what's up. There's always going to be like a reason.
Yeah.
If I'm like doing a check-in, it's going to be a text. Because like,
the phone conversation, like, this text message conversation.
You're 27, 28.
27.
Jesus, you're
27. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, do you just have a minute to just talk about just, you know, stuff?
Bro, I'm at work.
Like,
I'm at work. I gotta pay for my bills. Hang up the phone.
Like, nah, this is a text message conversation, bro. We can
If I ever call you, like, just to see, like, how's it going, and, like, I'm not asking for anything, ask me if I'm okay. Because that shit's not normal.
See, here's the thing about my friends, though, is I know y'all so well that I know that if Derek calls me, like, just to have a normal conversation, he's either being held captive somewhere or, like, something's off.
Yeah.
Because Derek doesn't just call just to be like, hey, what's up?
I've literally never called Fred and not been, like, not have, like, a clear objective. Like, there's something very specific that I'm calling you about. Like, because I'm not... I feel this way about everything. I am not trying to waste people's time. Because there's nothing I hate more than people wasting my time. So I'm not about to call you with some shit. Or, like, I'm not even going to pretend that I'm calling you about one thing that is about, like, another thing. Because my parents do this, and I love them. But...
They like to drag
they
it
call
out.
for one
They're
reason,
just like,
bring up
so
three
how's
other
it going?
subjects.
And they're just telling me about, like, stuff that's going on, like, around them, like, in their immediate environment. I'm like, what is this?
Watching TV right
What
now.
is this
sitting on the
for?
couch.
You know what? I hate it when my parents do that too. Like, they call me and they're like, well, this is what's going on back at the house. I'm like, there's a reason why I moved out. You know? I got my own business.
It's like, you're a parent. I don't want to talk about my sibling. I don't want to talk about your friends. You should be talking. It's like, when I think about my mom, it's like, you have a husband. And I think about my dad, I'm like, you have a wife. And I think about my brother, I'm like, my brother, you know, we're actually, like, extremely close friends. But still, if something really bad were to happen to him, because we live 2 hours away, you shouldn't even be talking to me right now. You should be calling somebody that's closer to you.
Denzel and Fred and I continue to talk more about a myriad of things, but I wanted to keep this episode to being about one concise thing. I will share the rest of our conversation with you all another day. Thanks again to both of you for being on. Denzel's YouTube channel and Fred's Instagram will be linked in the description. Love you, mean it, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Let me know what you guys think of the outro. It's kind of different. I made it in like 25 minutes. Crack in my windshield, I'm pissed off. If you a hater, get lost. Get lost. Yeah, it's my show and I'm in charge. Don't eat lemon pepper wings, but I'm the big boss. Please cut me slack, man, need a discount. About to jump off the roof, that's a dismount. I'm just playing, I'm okay. Okay, but like, are you though? Sorry for the pause, that's awkward. Start a podcast cause I knew I was a talker. Yeah, my girl love me, but she's sick of my voice. And you know I'm pro-choice, so she do what she want. Why they hate when I get political? I'm a deep thinker, that's critical. Way too serious for a dude not getting paid. Man, I really need a shave. You know what sucks? Most of season 2 with Dave. Taking shots, but I skip out on the bar. Every single show I swear I wanna raise the bar. Hope you listen close so you never miss the bar. Say the same thing, but I'm still going.